Okay.
Rolling.
Then we'll do a little thingy up. All right, ready?
Go.
All right, today we're going to be doing something completely different. We're actually going to be smoking a brand new meat, okay? No, not pachyderm. We're going to be doing lamb. That's right, these are 2 lamb roasts. We're wondering how we're going to do it. We have one that is boneless, one that's bone-in. Now, in order to do this, it's really simple because though a gamey meat, it can be pretty tasty with very few ingredients, unlike what I did for the pork roast and the turkey, which you can see in my other videos. So let's take a look at what we have here. Now, because I'm wearing this particular shirt here, this is of course the flag of my, half of myself is Lebanese, we're actually going to use similar spices to what you see on other things. This is called za'atar. Za'atar with, mixed in with the za'atar, which is a mix of green spices like oregano, rosemary, and other type of spices. But in there is something called sumac, which is a red spice. Also, what you see is sesame seeds. It's used to make a particular bread. Now, a lot of folks use fresh spices, and they kind of will rub the meat that way. I'm using this because we're going Lebanese today, big time. Also, we use cracked pepper. We use about half a clove of garlic that was mashed up and rubbed around there too. Kosher salt, though Lebanese can actually get along with people in Israel. Believe me, they do. This is the kosher salt. And of course, we have, not only is it olive oil, but it's olive oil from the motherland. Okay, great. All right, these have been rubbed and they have been covered and put overnight in the fridge. I like dry spices because they tend to cling to the meat. It was washed, and then after it was dried, we put some olive oil on it and then did a lot of rubbing. This was left-handed rubbing and right-handed, okay? So, because this is particularly called on the lamb, we're gonna have you go with me. All right, so we found here, now we're back, and this, of course, is the Orion. This is sort of the part where we always get to the load it, light it, and leave it. All right, now in the bottom of the pan, as you can see, we put this. This is kombucha. Kombucha, sort of loosely or sarcastically translated, is a spoiled fruit drink in the back of a minivan, okay? We put that in the bottom, and that's what's gonna give it a little bit of flavor. And I don't wanna use any of my beer, because I was kinda out, you know what I mean? Okay, all right, so we'll put this down into the Orion like that. All right, this is 30 minutes a pound. So this is about a 2.5 hour cook time because we got about 5 pounds of meat, 5 pounds of meat each. Now we might go a little bit longer because I know they're together. And those of you who are doing the math may say, oh my goodness, you're gonna have raw. Now, we want the internal temperature to be about 145 degrees inside. If your folks are a little bit nervous about pink, you can go to 150, but you get into the chicken 130, 160 realm, and basically you're gonna use it as a football. All right, so let's go ahead and light this thing because that's always the most exciting portion of this. All right. Yeah, we got lighting going on here. We do, yes we do. All right, now. All right, well, now we have some promises, hopefully, from my dear daughter Caroline, because we are going to do a musical interlude at some point. We haven't quite decided what to do. Now, of course, you may think that's a little bit weird because this looks so planned. But what we're going to do is we're going to light it, we're going to leave it, and we'll be back in a few hours, and we'll show you how it looks.
Go.
All right, now for the world-famous reveal. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Shh. The Orion has spoken. And it says,
it's also smoking.
Yum. Okay. All right, great. Here we go. That is the boneless one. This is the bone-in, so you can see both of them here. Oh. Okay, woo, that took a lot. All right, there we go. Sorry, got a little bit of crust on there. There it is. It's pretty nice. And so right after this, what we do is we want to cover it. So we want it to rest, okay? So just like your guests like to rest, or you like to rest on a good Sunday afternoon, we're gonna let the meat rest. And of course, I know you see lots of videos that explain why. And the reason is, as meat rests, as you've watched in all these other videos, it actually pulls the moisture back in. If you cut now, you cut it and it looks really good on those television shows where all the juice falls out when they slice it, except in real life, you really want the juice to be inside and ready for people to eat there. So that is it right there. We will cut into it in just a moment. We're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll finish up with a little cutty-cutty. All right.
That's not because they had
Go.
All right, you can take a look here. See, it's been resting for about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So we've got, again, this is the version that is boneless. We're just gonna do the bone in one so you can see the cut. right? So let's just cut through right here. Take a look at that, huh? Now it's a little bit pink. Okay, now this crowd's cool with that. This crowd is cool with that. Now you could go a little bit more rare, and that would look really good too, right? So let's just taste the meat here. Oh. I'm telling you, Za'atar is amazing. Now, what we're gonna do is, I made this sauce here, which I could probably explain in a whole nother video. This is a mixture of feta cheese, Greek yogurt, some mayonnaise, and then what we did is we put some of the stuff like just that pink version right in there. That is cocktail sauce. It gives it a little bit of oomph inside there, and we sweetened it with a little bit of agave. So let's just do that. That's a little double dip again. Oh, okay. This is fantastic. So this is Smokin with Brado. Lamb is possible. Just make sure you make enough damn lamb, and you'll really enjoy this recipe very well. So thanks so much, and keep watching.
Chicken